Alright, buddy. Welcome back to another Age of Mythology 1v1 ranked video. Today we have, in the bottom corner, a Gray player. Ooh, it's not often you see Gray. Playing as the Chinese. Let's see which one he picked. This is Buxi. You don't see him very often. We got Buxi coming out with a Guafu, building a granary, most likely, or a silo. Taking out the Rhinoceros. Interesting way to position the Rhino. He was just trying to take it out as quickly as possible, right? So he took it out with his town center as well. Interesting play. I like it. Let's take a look at the other side. We have a Freyr player in orange known as Nixa. Takes out his Rhino pretty easily. He's scouting with his Berserk. Alright, let's take a look at some of the relics while they're setting up. Over here, close to orange, we have a turkey relic called Black Lotus. Villagers farm faster. Gather 8 plus 10% from farm. That's a great relic. Towards the end of mid to late game, you start building lots of farms, and you want a bonus 10%. That really helps. Looks like Gray got kind of screwed out of the relics this time. We got 3 relics in the middle, and then 1 closer to orange. But this one over here, we have range attacks from human soldiers will slow enemies for a minute. That's one of the best relics in the game, in my opinion. You start building archers, and they slow the enemy by 15%, making it take longer for them to get to you, so you can kite them a lot easier. In my opinion, because I would make use of it, I think it's one of the best relics in the game. But not every player would, you know. Some players don't like the idea of micromanaging their archers, so it wouldn't benefit them at all. Here in the middle of the map, we have walls and towers gain more hit points. 10% hit points for your walls and your towers. All, you know, the defensive buildings, it's not bad. Usually you're building fortresses to defend areas, not necessarily walls and towers, but bonus 10% health isn't useless. And over here on the right hand side, we have myth units use their special attacks more often. A 25% reduction in the charge, so they're using their attacks more often, which is great. Great if you're going myth units. Alright, we just have the chill beginning of the game. We have the Sky Lantern coming out, scouting a little bit. Orange building up his temple. He's already had his for a little bit. He's already aging up. And we see Orange probably about to do the same pretty soon. All actions damage. And it swaps to yin. Oh well. Interesting stuff. Any units out? We have a Hearser. Gray's still scouting. He's not using his key lane. Heals nearby units. So he's not looking to do any damage with this thing. He's looking to build up a military. Will he expand? There's a town center right next to him. Both players have town centers really close by, giving them the option to expand. I don't see that coming from the orange player. Just watching orange gathering up his forces. Takes the pumpkin patch. Berry bush. Wait a minute, this picture's a lie. You know, I know the devs are working with like old code, so it's like hard to change stuff, but like is it really? Like, couldn't they have made Age of Mythology from the ground up? Is it really a remake if they're just using the old code, right? Like they're not, I don't know. I guess that's part of the tactics of trying to sell the game, right? Is like they want it to feel exactly like the way the old Age of Mythology feel. Just give it a graphics update and work over the old code, basically, is what they're doing. And make it feel exactly the same. But the problem with that is you have issues where you're trying to be festive and you have berry bushes that are supposed to be pumpkin patches. There's a goddamn berry bush picture here, and it says berry bush. Why couldn't they change that to pumpkin patch? Or was that too hard to do? Is it too hard to edit that line of code, you know? Or they just don't know what it'll break, so they don't do it? I don't know. I don't code games. I've coded before, so like I'm not completely unfamiliar with it and its difficulties. Like I know code is really hard to deal with because you don't know you don't always know what affects what every time you write a line or edit something. So it's difficult. But that's what I mean is like if it's so difficult to edit the old code, I don't know. They just don't have the developer time for it. You know that too. Microsoft just tell them, oh, just put pumpkins out there. Who cares if it says berry bush? They just tell them to just pump something out quickly. So I don't blame the devs. I blame the money people. That's Microsoft at the top putting pressure on them. and they're having to deal with old code, right? So like they're dealing with 1990s code and then trying to use you know, like a more advanced language on top of it, or a more updated language on top of it. Some difficult stuff, man. It's complicated, very complicated. And the money people are just like, oh yeah, it's easy. They're just using the old code, right? They're just using the old code. Just copy and paste, you idiots. But they have no idea. And so here we are, using 1990s code in a 2020s game. The fat stack of gold. Great, just building up. It looks like he did expand to a second TC, so you gotta get this villager out of there, dude. That's alright. He's down to like 40 hit points, or 16 hit points, whatever. Uh-oh, started attacking another elephant. Sky Lantern from Gray coming out to scout Orange's base. He's gonna see a small fortress that he's built up. Can't shoot down the Sky Lantern? It's only got 5 hit points. Do you have to like target it, or can you just not shoot it down? We're starting to build up a small military. Probably going to stick with 2 TC. All those archers shooting like that is sick. Just chunking them. They don't really do much because he's a hero, but... Oh, there goes your hero. Kind of a waste, but... Orange starts expanding his production. Let's see what kind of stuff Orange builds with his new production buildings. He's gone and expanded, taken over a second base. Are these... Both players are going to just expand. It seems like it's going to be a long game. Nothing wrong with that. They want to build up big armies and smash them up against each other. Usually one player is aggressive, you know, more aggressive, and sends out like their myth unit or a couple cavalry. But we haven't seen that from either player. Both players are defensive players. They're building up military, but just to defend with. Not necessarily using it to harass or to take strategic positions. Like, say, if Orange had built up cavalry, he could have been raiding this area over here. The forest protection out. Haven't seen this one in a while. Target a friendly building to protect a strong area with wood power, which roots enemies and heals allied units. Wow. Is that permanent? A good spot for it. Being around here changes the ambient sounds. What's going on with the sheep over here? There's 3D bushes in there, but the ground is textured with green foliage as well. I mean, Age of Mythology was a 3D game in the 90s, you know? I get it. It is updated, you know? Like, these are nicer looking villagers and stuff. Like, I get it. Gray moving out with his army. Yeah, we've seen some action. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, very bad. Ran right up to Orange's army and is now gone. Ooh, big misplay by Gray right here. Goatsucker was too busy sucking goats to pay attention to his town woo. Orange has expanded to a 3rd TC. At this rate, you just might as well take the map. Oh, but Gray is already expanding. Gray has his 3rd TC and is moving on to his 4th. This is going to make for an interesting game. Gray is playing for the long game. And Orange playing for late as well. Both players about to hit age 4. There's Orange in age 4. Now let's see, are either of these players Titan Gate players? Are we going to get to see a Titan? expensive, but doable. Briar has the economy for it. Gray has the economy for it. Gray just reached H4. Coming in with his military. Made his units invisible. Didn't really do much, but the Nidhogg is out. And it's gonna get slaughtered. Holy cow. The King Long is out. Doing I believe it does splash damage. No pun intended. But Orange's army got melted. Gray survives. That first is coming out slowly. Nope, you don't want your... Oh, I forgot the name. Needs to use Bastion. Building another Asgardian fortress right here in the front. Gray has 2 dragons now. Crazy. There's been so many dragons this game. Orange is fighting back hard. He's on home turf, so he's gonna get his units in the fight a little bit faster. And he's looks like he's holding off Gray. His cavalry are a little bit of a problem, very tanky. And then of course the dragons are just eating up his units alive. Orange is gonna lose this gold mine. They're coming back out, building another town center where he lost it. Fire Giant's coming out. I think Gray's got this. He's keeping the pressure up. Microing really well. Uses God power very wisely. Took out this entire side of production from Orange. Just destroyed it. But Gray's moving in with Siege. He's got these heavy axe cards I rarely see play because they look so stupid. But no, they're okay. They're cool little buddies. I mean, does that even seem practical for destroying buildings? That's it though. Gray couldn't build up anything fast enough. His production got destroyed. Production over here was fine, but looks like which is too much. He's got plenty of farms, man. This was a good game. Orange just got the upper hand, and he was able to keep pushing with it. So many dragons this game too. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a good game. Oh, okay, never mind. Orange did build up his military faster, but he didn't attack when he had the advantage. He just flatlined right here. Probably trying to reach age 3. But I'm not saying if you build a military you have to use it, but this was the only time where he could have actually taken out orange or gray or done damage to gray was when he had the bigger military. Well, then Gray built up and managed to take him out. That's how these games go sometimes. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can leave a comment or provide feedback. That'd be great. But above all else, just remember to stay awesome, you know? It's tough out there. See ya.